How many of you have noticed stores closing around where you live here in Rockingham County? Raise your hand if you've seen stores closing. Why are those stores closing? Amazon, that's right, one word answer. Amazon sucking up $20 billion in business every single year. How much did Amazon pay in taxes last year? Zero. That is your math, New Hampshire. 20 billion out, zero back. 30% of your stores and malls are closing. And being a retail worker or cashier is the most common job in most of the country. The average retail worker is a 39-year-old woman making between $9 and $11 an hour. What is her next move going to be when her store closes? When you call a customer service line of a big company and get the software bot, you probably do the exact same thing I do. You dial 000, human, try and get someone on the line, right? Raise your hand if that's what you do. Oh yeah, we all do it.
I didn't know you could.
In 2 or 3 short years, the software is going to sound like this. Hey Andrew, how's it going? What can I do for you? It's going to be fast, seamless, delightful. You might not even realize it's software. What is that going to mean for the 2.5 million Americans who work in call centers right now making $14 an hour? I was just in New York at a conference of CEOs, dressed 70 CEOs, and I asked them, how many of you are looking at getting rid of your back office clerical workers and replacing them with AI? Guess how many hands went up out of 70? All 70.
Wow.
The truth is you could fire those CEOs if they didn't make that deal. Because then someone would say, you could replace those workers with that software and it costs how much? Like, you need to do that immediately. And if you don't do that, then you're out. The biggest disaster coming down the road, literally and figuratively, is truck driving. How many of you know a trucker here in New Hampshire? Being a truck driver is the most common job in 29 states, including this one. And the average trucker is a 49-year-old man, which probably resembles some of the people you have in mind. 94% of the truckers are men. My friends in California are working on trucks that can drive themselves. Why are they working on self-driving trucks so hard? For the most American of reasons, the money. $168 billion a year in estimated savings if they can automate away truck driving. They tell me they are 98% of the way there. There are robot trucks right now on the highway in Arizona, and UPS just invested. So 98% sounds impressive, but you can't have semi-trucks smashing into things at a 2% rate. And robot trucks are really bad with something called snow, that you know well, because their sensors rely upon road markings to figure out where to go. So how do they think they can get the last 2%? You all remember the first time you watched TV on your phone? Remember that? You were like, wow, we can do this now? That's 3G. We are now rolling out 5G around the country. And the way that they want to get the last 2% for robot trucks is they're going to equip the trucks with teleoperating software so that there are cameras on the front, and when the truck's not sure what to do, it's going to alert a teleoperator sitting in a warehouse in Nevada or Arizona, who then beams into the truck and drives it like a video game. And then when the truck says, I've got it again, then he'll beam back out. What do you think the ratio will be between teleoperators in Nevada and Arizona and the 3.5 million truckers on the roads right now?
1 out of 1,000.
1%? 2%?
Tenth of a percent.
1/10%? What's that going to mean for the 3.5 million truckers or the 7 million Americans who work in truck stops, motels, and diners that rely upon the truckers getting out and having a meal? Donald Trump is not the cause of all of our problems. He is a symptom. He is a manifestation. This economic transformation is only gaining steam, and it's ripping through more and more parts of our economy. So this is the data I was unpacking in 2017 after Donald Trump wins. He wins. I have the same crisis of conscience that many of you did. Here I am getting accolades and awards, and I feel like I'm pouring water into a bathtub that has a giant hole ripped in the bottom. And people are like, nice job with the water bucket. And I'm like, no, you don't get it. It's like a giant freaking hole in the bathtub.